place, he said he will consult. But he ended up not consulting interest group members.
Contradictory.
Yeah, he contradicted himself, even on that very first day. Now, if the president should go and look for the statement he issued in 2012. There was a statement he issued in 2012 when Jonathan increased fuel prices. He penned a long statement telling Jonathan the procedures and processes to follow before price increase or subsidy or whatever you call it will take place. The president never did any of this. And you ask yourself, why do people behave differently when they're in government and when they're outside government and when they go into government, as if they discarded his reason? We self shouting here, if we go into government, are we going to fall into that trap? If all we need to do is to carry that statement, take it, print it, and present to Mr. President at Aso Rock and say, read, and now talk to us. Talk back to us. If he follows that thing step by step, he was articulate in outlining the things to be read. And it includes making sure that local refineries are functional, in making sure that
you buy in Naira.
And all that. So what stops him from implementing
I gave you an
that
analogy
template?
on Friday. I say when I was in school, we have non-academic students, and Teve can testify to that. As the former SUG president, you have non-academic students that are all around school, but they are not in the academics, but they claim to be students. So if you're outside government, you claim to know. You don't know. He has entered there.
No, they know. It's not that when they go in, they refuse to know.
So, but the issue of Teve raised, we need to interrogate this first subsidy till June. Femi Falana has gone to court that through SERAP that government should account or should prepare to account for 2.1 trillion. If you calculate 16 billion daily for subsidy in the month of June is 31 days, multiply it, you know what they're talking about. So where is the money going? Because we have been told that $800 million loan from the World Bank has been obtained. And distribution has even started in a way.
No, they're about
to. So, government, I told you, I have a position. Teve, maybe he will know. If government tells you we are about to, they've already started.
Okay,
they've already started.
This issue of subsidy, a lot of people are saying the narrative is not that subsidy is evil. That's the narrative now. Is it evil? Are governments across the world not paying subsidies? The answer is yes. In US, they pay multiple subsidies. They even pay you for being unemployed. That's the highest form of subsidy. That's subsidizing your life. That's not just subsidizing petrol or housing. That's subsidizing your life. So governments across the world run subsidies. So we shouldn't allow the Nigerian government to make it seem as if subsidy is evil. And I can tell you, as we speak, the Nigerian government is subsidizing the elite heavily. Now, all the airports that they build, none of them except Lagos and Abuja are profitable. Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria are using your money to maintain the airports that big men fly. Is it not subsidy? Some state governments, when they build airports, commercial airlines will not go there because their citizens cannot fill a quarter of the aircraft. Some state government pay the differential. For every ticket not sold, they use your money to pay the airline and say, fly into, so that those few big people. There are so if you want to go and pray in Mecca or Jerusalem, government gives you subsidy. They give you naira notes. If you're a friend of the government, they give you subsidy. If a bank fails, they push trillions of naira of your money into it. So this talk about petrol subsidy is evil. No, it's not evil. What is evil is the way we have been managing ours. Every other person, they implement subsidy. But government has refused to deal with the corruption that comes with subsidy. You said the argument now is that our neighbors, prices have gone high. Okay, now we have stopped increased price and they can't export it. Have we dealt with our porous borders? The problem remains. What of the arms and weapons that have been flowing? Have we dealt with that? The approach is that bring subsidy and every other thing is added to it. It won't just add up.
I mean, one other, definitely we will keep talking about these issues and we may continue lamenting, but at this point the country needs solutions, which is one of which should be NLC should go back to a negotiating table. In 2020...
No, NLC is ready.
They
have a condition. Bring down the price.
That's what I'm going to.
They will come for negotiation.
That's where I'm going to. In 2021, when they had the agreement with government on the alternative, the gas and all of that. What was the fuel price, pump price at the time? 164. Between that 2021 and now, there has been an increment of about 30 naira and all of that. What did they do between the 2021 and now? So to say the issue of the increase in price, it has been there going on in the last 2 years and thereabout. So it's
no, tell me, let me come in.
Just a minute, let me finish. They were talking about the issue of portfolio, that the persons negotiating and all of that don't have portfolio. And yesterday, I saw the secretary to the government of the federation. You know, at that meeting, he has a portfolio.
He was just being appointed. Now,
David,
let me go back a little.
So
the meetings they've been having since 2021, I attended all of them. Just know that the meeting ended synodal, and if you say meeting ended synodal, ended if there was no adjournment date for the meeting.
To
reconvene. So you cannot. If I'm not giving you an appointment to come to my house, you cannot just drop into my house. Government have not given an appointment. They have not rescheduled the meeting. So where would they attend? I agree with you. No.
You came out of that meeting as the next thing you said you are not attending the meeting.
But your SGF was not appointed as at that time. Your Amila was not appointed as at that time.
That's what we're saying. That people have portfolios.
They have justification for saying that Dele Aleke and others that were at that meeting didn't have official appointment to negotiate in that manner that they want. I know Oshomole was in that meeting. He's an elected senator. Good. So what they mean, who can hold accountable? If you have a minister of power or minister of petroleum, minister of labor in sitting, a PAMSEC will tell you tomorrow the head of service to change PAMSEC. We have a minister. That's why they call ministers are representative of government, of the president. So if the minister is seated there, the president is also sitting there. That's what it means.
Exactly.
So if they tell you they cannot negotiate people with that portfolio, they know what they are saying and they've gone deep. But I agree with you that they didn't interrogate the issue of gas, because I knew that government established a gas filling station that never worked up to a year, and government never imported the 33,000 buses they said they will bring to convert to gas, and government never paid the 20,000 naira they were supposed to pay to about 15,000 workers. And government never, so many things government didn't do, and I expected Labour to have interrogated those issues, revisit them, then bring them to this negotiation table.
And they need to go, but the issue of portfolio, for instance, has been resolved.
It's gradually being resolved. It's just that Dele Aleke, we don't know the one he has.